Hello, in this video, I would like to show you how to create the best portfolio given the constraints. So if you remember, so far we downloaded data for 4 companies, price data for Apple, American Express, Bank of America, and Coke. Now I would like to create a portfolio that will give me the best results. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I will define the weights. Okay, and then here I will create my portfolio. Okay, and now I will define here the values. For example, 100% in Apple, 0% in other companies. And then here I will calculate total investment amount, which is gonna be sum of my weights, which is 100%. So I will calculate my portfolio return right over here by using sum product of my individual company returns, comma, my weights. Perfect. So this is a percentage too. All right. So if I invest everything in Apple, 100%, is that I will get the on average return of Apple, 12.7. All right. So I will define this as a my forecast as well. Name it portfolio, and then click OK. So this is my forecast. This is my portfolio results. And I would like to define these 4 values as my decisions. Okay, define decisions. And my first one is Apple weight percent in my portfolio. Apple weight percent in my portfolio. I will copy this title, Control C. And I want this value to be at least 0. You can play with these, of course, depending on your portfolio. And at most 1. I don't want to go over 100%. I don't want to leverage. Click OK. Paste it here. My second company weight percentage, which is American Express, AXP. Again, minimum 0. I want maximum to be not 1000%, 100%. Click OK. Again, Control V. It's my third company, which is Bank of America. Maximum, I want it to be 100%. Click OK. And finally, Coke. 0 and maximum, I want it to be 100% in my portfolio. Click OK. So now I define my decisions, my forecast. Now I can run my optimization model in Crystal Ball, OptQuest. All right. So let me just start from the welcome. Basically, I just input this. What I want to do is maybe I will just delete these first, because I want to make sure that I have the same screen as yours. All right, so I skip, I guess, the welcome part. So let me just start with the objectives. So to add an objective, I click on Add Objective. And let's say I would like to, you can choose different objectives, minimize my coefficient of variation, which is standard deviation over mean, so your risk measure for my portfolio results. And then I would like to add some requirements here. I would like to have a requirement for mean of portfolio to be greater than or equal to, let's say, I want it to be greater than or equal to 10%. However, I want to run efficient frontier. And I know my portfolio values are, as you see here, the highest one's 12.7, lowest one's 5.4. So I want to try different values. Maybe what I can do is lower bound from 0%, so there is no requirement, to, let's say, I know I cannot go more than 12.7, but let me just go crazy, because you may be able to find an excellent portfolio out there. I'll create 30% return on investment. And let's say I don't want to have so many runs, so I would like to have 5% increments. All right, next. And this looks good to me. Lower bounds for and upper bounds for my 4 companies. And currently, I just say for fun, Apple 100%, other ones are 0. Next. And I would like to make sure that this is not there. Let me just show you. Add a constraint. So click Add Constraint. Make sure that my left-hand side value, which is the total percentage, is equal to 1. So I want to make sure that I use all my money and I'm not short selling or not leveraging. I need to spend every penny that I have. Next. All right, so now I don't want to run it way so many times because that will take some time. Let's say I will run the simulation for 30 simulations and run. Okay, yes. So now my simulation is running. It will take some time and trying to find the best solution for the constraints that I give in this model. So it found one solution. As you see here, if there is no portfolio requirement, I could get a coefficient of variation that is 0.59, 59%, which is not too bad. If you remember my previous videos, Apple was, for example, 76% or so. So now my computers keep trying to find the best solution for 30 simulations, and they're trying different percentages. And now, for example, it found some infeasible solutions. This red one right here. It's trying to find a feasible solution. And you can see here, there's one feasible solution that ended up being 10 point, I think I can see right now, but 10 point something. Let my simulation run. Let me show all the solutions. All right, so it looks like all the solutions that are asked for greater than a certain threshold are infeasible, but my computers keep trying to find the best solutions for the given requirements. You can see that I got some best solutions here. Coefficient of variation of, for example, here around between 60% and still trying. All right, so I'm done. So now what I'm gonna do is I would like to create a report. Under Analyze, create a report, an OptQuest. All right, so let's see what happened. I ran 1,000 simulations. I'm looking at 95% confidence interval. It took 1 minute 48 seconds to run 30 simulations, and on average it took 4 seconds per simulation. And we found number of infeasible solutions, 20, and we have one objective, one requirement, one constraint, and we have 244 assumptions, which are growth rates. We have 366 correlations between the variables. We have 4 decision variables we are deciding, and here is the outcome that I'm interested in. If I had 0 expectations about return on investment, I would have get, as you see here, 5.7% return, and my coefficient of variation would have been 52%, which means a standard deviation over mean. If I wanted to get at least 5% return, I would get the same result. However, if I want to get more than 10% return on average annual, then I can get 10.1. However, my coefficient of variation, which is risk, is going to go up to 67%. If you remember, again, Apple was giving us more than this. However, coefficient of variation, I believe, was around 76%. If you want to get more than 15%, good luck, because this portfolio cannot give you those returns. Okay, it could give you 11.4%, but then coefficient of variation will go up. So these are your feasible solutions, and this is your efficient frontier. Again, if you want to take more risk, you can get more return. So this is how I like to, if I'm looking at price information, I like to measure your performance. What is the risk that you are taking versus what is the return that you can accomplish? That's it for this video. Until next video, enjoy business analytics.